Hello there, I'm Thomas Munro and today we'll be going through an exercise in Massive by Native Instruments. As you can see here, we're using the demo version, but it will do just to show you. So this is going to be an exercise in applying the LFO. But before we do that, I just want to go over to this navigation bar. Here we go. So this is what's known as the panic button. So if something's too loud or if a delay is going crazy, then this is the button you press to stop all that completely. This indicates the amount of CPU that you're using, and be careful not to use too much because it can become grainy and distorted. Look what we have here, some presets for the CPU. I'm just going to keep mine on Ultra though for argument's sake. And here we can select the MIDI input, which is particularly handy when it's a standalone app, but we're working within Ableton, so I'm just going to use the all. And here we have voices. Now remember, the first digit on the left is the amount you're playing at that given time. Here we have the file drop-down menu, which is self-explanatory. You can go into your recent files. And here is the beautiful place where you can load your presets. Massive has loads of great presets, and you can even download more from third parties. So there's the default sound, and what I'm going to do is load up the preset 3 octaves sub. Bassy. So right, let's get into it. Let's go to the LFO just down here. And we can assign it by dragging its little arrow into the input box here. Just as a reminder, the ones with the little SC underneath them stand for sidechain. And we can adjust the amount the LFO is affecting this parameter by dragging this up like this. Right, now that we've assigned that, let's zoom out and take you through the LFO. So here we can adjust the rate, which is the speed that the LFO is acting at. And here we can control the amp, which is the amount that the LFO is affecting the destination. We can also select different shapes and presets. So if we just give this a listen. So that sounds brilliant, but let's see what happens when we increase the rate. And let's try modulating that. So wouldn't it be cool if we could automate the shape too? Well, we have an internal LFO here on the right, and we can adjust the attack and the decay just with these sliders on the bottom here. And we can assign this internal LFO to automate the parameters such as rate and amp. But if you look at the drop-down menu here, we'll see that we have more. So the performer just allows us to change the shape of the LFO just like this. And we can load up some gorgeous presets with this one, but let's go to the stepper. Now before I even explain this, let's just play a note and see how it works. Okay, and let's see what happens when I decrease the rate. Tell you what, why don't we use some of the sliders as well, just to show you even further. Let's go. Cool. And I'll increase the rate again. Just imagine the possibilities. Okay, so this has been a quick introduction to LFOs within Massive, and I hope you've enjoyed.